Good morning, everybody. So today's episode is another one of those where I've kind of hijacked my schedule. I had a plan for this week, and yesterday and this morning, a couple of things happened which made me change my mind because I wanted to get this episode in. And the reason I've changed my mind is twofold, actually. Yesterday, I was sitting in the garden in the sun, and I read a quote which I'd never heard before. And that is actually an incredibly rare occurrence. I've mentioned in the past that I draw a certain amount of energy from quotes from people who have, achieved great things. I find them incredibly powerful. I don't just read them, I really think about them, and I really try and apply them, and I really try and bring them into my life. And don't get me wrong, you do have to sieve through a number of quotes that may not be that relevant to you. But one thing I do, which I would recommend, it seems to help me navigate each day, is I follow about 5 or 6 different pages on Instagram, which they're dedicated to that and that alone. Just kind of inspirational messages, quotes, stories, and I find it to be really useful and powerful. And as I mentioned yesterday, I came across one that I hadn't read before. And the quote was this. It simply said that circumstances and powers out of our control have the ability to take away everything you possess at any time. Now, I think it'd be fair to say that we have realised that over the last 10, 11 weeks. I think that's really, really relevant, okay? But then the quote went on to say this. It did say and acknowledge that at any time these powers that be can remove everything you possess apart from one thing that can never be taken away from you. And that is the way you decide to see the situation, the way you decide to behave in that situation, what you decide to do because this situation has occurred. And I thought that was really, really poignant, fantastic kind of timely message to mention. And I got to the point where I was literally just going to leave this video here at, 3 minutes? Because I think that in itself holds so much weight, and that is going to be hopefully a really, really important reminder about how we behave is really all we've got, I think. And then I got back in from my walk this morning, and I just said to Anna, I'm just going to quickly record this video. And Anna turned around to me and she said, have you seen that thing from Britain's Got Talent in America? And I have to say that a lot of the time when, Anna's trying to show me some performance or some clip online, I tend to, I don't know, maybe rightly or wrongly, I tend to not be that bothered about it. And for whatever reason, we were all sitting down and she said, you've got to see this. It's about a fella in America. He's on America's Got Talent. The fella's name's called Archie Williams, I think. If I've got that wrong, I apologise. But I'm sure if you Google America's Got Talent, Archie singer, you'll find the clip that I'm talking about if you haven't already seen it, because I think it's been doing the rounds. If you haven't watched it, by the way, give it 9 minutes, yeah? Skip the Corona Diaries tomorrow and watch this video about this fella Archie in America. So, long story short, Archie, when he was a very, very young lad, got wrongly convicted of rape and murder. And it was another one of those where they needed somebody to fall. It was a young black American. There was no evidence, no fingerprints, no nothing. And the geezer got locked away in at the time what was the most brutal prison in America. And he went on to spend 37 years 37 years in prison, knowing full well he did not commit this crime. 37 years, man. That is as old as long as I have been on this earth. That guy was in prison for, in a hellish prison, no less. And because of DNA and because of the justice program, he never lost hope. And he finally got released. And the guy's a great singer, and he dreamed for a number of those 37 years about being on America's Got Talent. And he went on, and the story and the song, he then goes on to sing Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me by Elton John. And Jesus, what an incredibly powerful 9 minutes. A great way to spend 9 minutes of your time. And Archie went on there to say that freedom's in the mind. He went to prison, but his mind never went to prison. And I thought that was really, really powerful and a really nice little addition to today's episode. And I think what this is all about, to sum all this up, is no matter what happens, no matter how many issues you face, no matter what problems get dumped on your desk, you can always turn a negative into a positive. And the better you get at that, the stronger you're going to be, the happier you're going to be, and the more inspirational you're going to be. And I just thought that was a lovely, fantastic, deep, meaningful, powerful video to share with you all today. And as I said, go and watch that clip online. You will really, really draw something from it. Take care, guys. Have a good day.